Yo, what's up, Aries? Welcome to monthly forecast for the month of June 2018. Aries, a lot of important astrology happening once again this month. We've got a new moon, which will occur mid-month, and then we've got Neptune, which is going retrograde. Mars is going retrograde. And then at the end of the month, there is a full moon in your sector of career. But throughout the month of June 2018, the sun is going to be in an area for you that has to do with communication. So this is a great time for learning. This is a great time for conveying knowledge. If you are the one that holds the knowledge and you can share it with others to help them, then this is a great time for that. What's the important information that you'd like to communicate? What do you want to go on YouTube and communicate about? What do you want to go on Instagram or Facebook and communicate about? What's your perspective on the important issues, Aries? So this is a great time for airing your opinion regarding the things that matter to you. Now, this area also has to do with siblings, so potentially some of you are going to be communicating with your siblings more throughout the month of June 2018. This also has to do with short distance trips. So some of you might be going on more short distance trips throughout the month of June 2018. If you're in the market for a car, this is a good time to start, thinking about car buying. And this is also a great time for you to use your gift of gab, Aries. So if you need to go on a job interview, or if you need to do a sales pitch or a sales presentation, or any presentation of some sort, then this is a great time to do it the first 3 weeks of June 2018. The sun is going to shift on June 21st, and then it's going to move into an area for you where your energy level is going to come down. You're just going to want to relax, kick your feet back at home. But those are the main themes for you, Aries, for the month of June 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on June 1st, Venus will aspect Jupiter, which is retrograding. This is a positive aspect between Venus and Jupiter, and this is a good one for just relaxing in your home. Potentially, if you want to do something creative in your home, if you're an artist of some sort, your home can be a source of inspiration for creativity. Now, for others of you, this is a good time to enjoy romance in your home. So if you live with your significant other, potentially you might engage in a romantic encounter with your significant other, or whoever else you're involved with in your home. Especially maybe if you're single, this is a good time to maybe, if you're single but you're seeing somebody, this is a good time to invite them over to your place, or vice versa. Maybe they'll invite them over to their place. On June 6th, Mercury will aspect Neptune, and this one's interesting because this one's kind of like, there's somebody that I feel like this has to do with some of you Aries are secretly attracted to somebody, and you really would like to communicate with this person, but maybe you have something else going on. So, especially for you Aries are coupled up, but potentially you have your eyes on somebody else, this aspect would indicate like, yeah, I'm like thinking about, like, I want to talk to this person because I'm into them, but at the same time you have something already going on. Or maybe you're single and you're just kind of scoping somebody out who you're into. So it could be either or. Potentially some of you, you're with somebody, you have the thought of wanting to communicate with somebody else who you're interested in, but you're probably just not going to do it. So maybe this is just you really thinking about it. Neptune would suggest that for some of you, this situation is unrealistic. So, if you really are with somebody and, you have a lot with that person, you share a lot of things, and if you like somebody else, Neptune's presence is like, you're dreaming about somebody else, but, is it really possible? On June 8th, Mars will aspect Saturn, which is retrograding. And this one is about the use of technology in your workplace. This one is about the use of social media. Like, I'm not saying all Aries can integrate technology and social media to a whole nother level regarding what they do in their career, but some of you can. And if you can, then this aspect on June 8th between Mars and Saturn retrograding is ideal for it. Saturn is part of the equation, so Saturn would indicate that, whatever way that you can utilize technology or social media into your career, it's something that you can use in the long term. Now, for others of you, if it's not resonating for you like that, some of you really are sexually, I mean, Mars would be, your ruler is Mars. Mars is like libido driven aspiration. So some of you have a sexual attraction to somebody who you know through your professional life. Maybe you met them through your professional life. Maybe somehow this person is integrated into your professional life, but you also have the ability to interact with this person online, or maybe you're even friends with them on social media, or you know them from social media. So whether or not you're going to make an effort to make a connection, this would be indicative. If you are attracted to somebody who you know from social media, but you also know them from your professional life, then June 8th aspect between your ruler Mars and Saturn retrograde would be indicative of that. On June 13th, there's a new moon in your sector of communication. So this is new ideas coming down the pike, Aries. So the formulation of new ideas in the 6 months that follow the new moon on June 13th. And once again, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about in the beginning. In the beginning of the forecast, the sun is in this area too, so there's a lot of emphasis on communication. So once again, in the 6 months that follow the new moon that's going to occur on June 13th, what do you want to go on YouTube and talk about? What do you want to go on Instagram and talk about, or Facebook, or whatever? What's your perception about the issues that are important to you, Aries? Once again, like I said, this could have to do with car buying. This is if you're looking to buy a car, this is a great time to buy a car, or this is a great time to start thinking about buying a new vehicle. And the 6 months that follow June 13th, you're also going to be communicating with your siblings more, interacting with siblings more. This area also has to do with locality. So, some of you might be more involved in things that are happening in your community in the 6 months that follow June 13th. This could have to do with more short distance trips. Some of you might be taking more short distance trips in the 6 months that follow June 13th. And, once again, this is both sides of this is learning and this is teaching. So, whatever side you're on in the 6 months that follow June 13th, in 6 months that follow June 13th, you're going to be learning. Or, if you're the one that holds the knowledge, 6 months that follow June 13th, you're the one that's communicating the knowledge. On June 16th, Uranus will aspect Neptune. Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. I'm not saying something unexpected is definitely going to come up in the area of where you earn your money on June 16th, but when you think about Uranus, it's like, okay, this day is the same, this day is the same, this day is the same. Now all of a sudden you have an aspect where Uranus is aspecting Neptune on June 16th. Okay, so the course of events on June 16th might be something different about it, because Uranus is different. Uranus is eccentric. So you might notice a course of events on June 16th are a little bit different than what you normally see every day. And, once again, I feel like this goes back to a secret attraction. Some of you guys have a secret attraction to somebody. Potentially somehow you met them through your professional life, because Neptune's in this area of secrets, Uranus is in this area of your professional life, or it's in this area of where you earn your money. There could be something unexpected about your money right around June 16th for some of you. June 18th, Neptune's going to start going retrograde. This is an area that has to do with secrets in your life. So, once again, it's like if you have a secret attraction to somebody, Neptune's going to be retrograding from June 18th to November 24th. This is the time to really decide, hey, I really like this other person in my life that much that I want to, R for retrograde, R for release. Neptune's retrograding from the 18th of June to November 24th. R for retrograde, R for release my current situation, or, if you're with somebody now, I'm going to release this situation so that it, opens up the gates to be with somebody who I'm secretly attracted to potentially. That's a very specific scenario. Or, this is going to be a time where June 18th from November 24th, Neptune retrograde. Okay, I'm reviewing this situation. I have a lot of stuff going on with, who I'm currently with. Is it even Neptune? It's like almost like sometimes it can be unrealistic. Is it even realistic for me to leave my current situation and cause a major upheaval in my life and go just because I'm attracted to somebody else? So you got to decide, if you're really unhappy with where you are, then yeah, maybe you are going to want to change direction. But, if not, then this is a time for you to really think about it. On June 21st, Venus will oppose Mars, and once again, Mars is your ruler. Venus is more of the romantic attraction. Mars is more of the sexual attraction. this has to do where Venus is kind of like true love. So on Venus on June 21st, the place where Venus is in the sky has to do with true love in your life. So, some of you really are attracted to somebody who stands out to you on social media. So, and there's opposition. So Venus this end of the sky, Mars this end of the sky. So they're exactly opposite ends of the sky from each other. It's like, are you really going to be able to make the connection, or do you just want it? So you have to see right around June 21st, June 26th, your ruler Mars going retrograde. It's going to retrograde so much that it's going to move backwards into your area of career August 12th. Then it'll start to move forward again August 27th. And then September 10th, it'll move back into your sector of technology. So there's something about those aspects of your life that you need to put more focus on. And then you have the full moon at the end of the month, June 28th. Some of you might see a shift in your career. If it's not a shift in your career, then potentially change it up with what you're doing in your current role. Some of you might have changes around you. Thank you for watching this video, Aries. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Astrology, and I'll see you next month. Thank you.